Hi, for today's workout, we're going to start out sitting. Before you do, though, can you grab a couple couch cushions, which we will use for various things today? For your warm up breathing, you're going to sit on the cushions, so they're just acting as a riser. You can choose if you want one or two, but our purpose is to get your hips up a little higher than your legs so that it's comfortable to sit with your legs crossed. If that still is not comfortable, send your legs out in front of you about hip width apart and some space between your knees. All right. Let's start with your hands resting on your legs, and we're going to tune into your breathing. I want you to take an inhale breath through your nose, sit up nice and tall through the center of your body. And then when you exhale, drop your chin and curl forward over your legs to flex the upper spine. Stay here, take a breath in, and try to send the air deep into your ribcage, feeling it expand three-dimensionally. Blow the air out through your mouth, compressing your abdominal wall and relaxing your neck and shoulders more. Take another breath in at the bottom. When you exhale, press down into your legs and start to roll up, and that'll help you stabilize your shoulders as you lift up to vertical. Let's do that one more time. Grow a little taller with your inhale, and then exhale as you curl forward. Tip your chin down, relax your shoulders, letting your shoulder blades spread apart as you flex your spine. Now hold here, take another breath into the back, and then stay for another exhale. Feel the ribs sink together and down as you blow the air out. Take one more breath in to stay here, and then roll back up one bone at a time. All right, let's take your hands behind your head, and we're going to do a side bend. When you breathe in, I want you to bend to the right, and you're going to reach your top arm long overhead. And then as you exhale, come back up to the center. Now take it the other way. Inhale to stretch, and exhale back up. And we'll just keep switching side to side. And exhale, lift, and inhale over, and exhale up. One more each way. Inhale to reach. Exhale, return. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, return. Now let's reposition on the cushion. I'm going to have you scoot over to the side, and we're going to flip one leg backwards to create a mermaid position. I have the left side of my pelvis, my sit bone on the cushion, and my right side off, so you can see I'm kind of can sink and lift that side of the pelvis. Place your left hand on your left knee. Right arm, we're going to do a rotation leading with the arm. When you breathe in, I want you to rotate away from the hand that's on your knee. And when you exhale, you're going to turn towards it and wrap that left arm around your body. As you inhale, you're going to rotate and open your chest. Exhale, return. Have I been messing up left and right this whole time? If I am, I'm sorry. And exhale as you twist. Now, I'm going to add another element. This time when you breathe in, rotate away again, but also extend your spine. So I'm going to push down on that knee, lift the chest, and look at my left hand. Then as I exhale, I'm going to turn to the right again, bow the head down, and we're going to flex in this direction. On the inhale, you're going to rise up and extend. Exhale, you're going to flex the spine, dropping your chin and chest. And inhale back up. Exhale as you rotate. And inhale to lift. One more time. Exhale, flex. And then inhale to rise back up. Let's take that over to the other side. Okay, so you're going to scoot or push your cushion. All right, and again, now I've just got left sit bone on, right sit bone off. Hand on my knee. Let's just start twisting. So I'm going to lead with the arm, opening it out to the side, and I'm going to twist away from that front knee. Then as I exhale, I'm going to turn towards the front knee and do that little hug. And then inhale, return again. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, return. Now let's come back to the starting position. Add your extension, so chin up, chest lifted, looking at your hand. And then you're going to exhale to twist again, flexing your upper spine. Inhale, rise back up into your extension. Rotate, draw your abs back as you nod your chin down. And then inhale to lift back up. Two more times. Exhale, flex. And inhale, lift. Last one. Rotate. And inhale, back up. Relax that arm down. All right, we're going to go into kneeling on your hands and knees. You don't need the cushions unless they help. You could always use them as a pad under your knees. All right. Once you get settled onto your hands and your knees, I want you to spread your fingertips apart. We're going to do a couple horseshoe rocks just to mobilize your shoulders and your hips and warm up your wrists a little bit. Shift your weight to the right side. So you're holding the load on one arm and one leg. Then you're going to shift back toward your heels, drawing the horseshoe shape, and then shifting forward and up to the left side. And we're just going to go back and forth. You're going to use a limit on the range as you shift your hips back. Try to resist sitting onto your heels or tucking your pelvis, and instead stay in a neutral spine with the sit bones nice and wide, pointing to the wall behind you. Let's do 3 and 2 and 1. And then back to the center. All right, just rebalance yourself, even over your arms and legs. And now we're going to retract and protract your shoulder blades. When you breathe in, draw your shoulder blades towards each other, and as they come closer, your chest sinks. Then when you exhale, spread your shoulder blades apart by pushing away from the floor. As you breathe in, we're letting the body sink slightly so the blades can come together. And then when you exhale, spread your blades apart and feel your rib cage push up into the shoulder blades. One more time like that. And exhale to spread them apart. Now this time, let's incorporate the cat stretch into that same shoulder blade movement. When you pinch your shoulder blades together, I want you to extend the spine. So you're going to lift your tailbone, lift your chest, lift your chin. And when you exhale, we're going to flex the spine, tucking the tail under, spreading the blades apart as you round your back and hang your head. Then inhale, stick out your tailbone, go past neutral, lift your chest and chin, and exhale, tuck your tail, round your spine, and flex again. Inhale, elongate tail to head, gliding your shoulder blades back and down. And then exhale, round the spine. Push the spine up into the space between the blades. And inhale back out of it. One more time. Exhale, tuck your tail, round your spine. And then inhale, back out again. Come back into a flat back. All right, let's test your balance. Reaching out your opposite arm and leg in our kneeling swimming exercise. So we want to stay squared off at the shoulders and the hips. As you exhale, extend one leg back and the opposite arm forward. Now today, I want you to glide them out and then lift them up, tap them down, and slide them back in. So we've got a more sensory experience we're going for today. I want you to lengthen the limbs so we can feel how long they are, and then you can make a separate contraction to pick them up, tap them down, glide them back in. Exhale, reach away, compressing the abs to help stabilize, and inhale to lower. As you're picking your leg up, work to keep it parallel, which you can think of a couple ways, as your kneecap staying pointing straight down to the mat. You can try to visualize that you're lifting from your knee pit. And I try to feel the lift coming from the back of the leg closer to the midline. Is another sensation you may be able to grab. 3 more times, reaching out and lower, and 2. One more time like this, and return. All right, let's go down onto your back. You could take one of your cushions and you're going to fold it up. It can either go in between your knees, or based on the size, if it makes more sense to put it just between your lower leg, right on the shin. That's fine as well. All right, this gives us an activation of the inner thighs while we go through our hip rolls. So you want your feet about 6 to 8 inches away from your hips. Arms are resting by your sides. Take a breath in before you start moving. And then when you exhale, you're going to curl your pelvis off the mat, lifting up a vertebra at a time until you're in a bridge, making a straight line shoulders to knees. Stay at the top to breathe in, and then roll back down on your exhale breath. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, curl your hips off. As you lift, try to reach your knees away from your shoulders. Breathe in to stay here, and exhale to roll back down. One more time like that. Inhale at the bottom. Give your pillow a little squeeze. Connect with your pelvic floor and your deep abs. And all 3 sensations work together to help you sense your core and where your midline is. Hold there to breathe in, and then roll back down. All right, let's make this a little more challenging, adding a stretch for your lats. Roll up the same way. Exhale as you curl off the mat. Try to reach your knees over your toes. Now inhale, reach your arms overhead about halfway towards the floor, and then exhale to roll back down. And you may feel a bigger stretch as we come through the low back, and then inhale to lower your arms. Exhale, curl the pelvis off. Try to create a little stretch for the front of the thighs. Inhale, arms reach overhead, and then roll back down again. Inhale, release your arms. One more time. Exhale as you curl up. Keep squeezing that pillow. Put a little pressure on the big toes. Inhale, arms reach, and then roll back down again. Now return your arms. All right, go back up into a bridge. We'll just lift your hips. Now let's do some squeezes into the cushion. So we're going to squeeze for 3, 2, 1, and then I want you to lower your hips halfway down. Push up again. Squeeze 3, 2, 1, lower halfway down. Press up, squeeze 3, 2, 1, lower back down. One more time. Lift up, squeeze 3, 2, 1, lower back down to the mat. All right, we're going to turn onto your side. Pillow can be used as a pillow. Set your legs in tabletop and reach both of your arms forward at chest height. I'm going to create a circle with my arm in the direction that I would pitch a softball, but I'm also going to rotate my upper body. As you breathe in, arm's going to come up by your ear, and you're going to start to turn the shoulders, neck, and head. Then when you exhale, keep swinging your arm around by your hip and back to the front. So we want the inhale breath to last for half a circle, and the exhale as you come around and down. Inhale up and back, and exhale to your hip. One more time, big circle, inhale, and exhale to return. Let's reverse that. Inhale, go down by the hip, back into the chest stretch. Exhale, come around by your ear, and then to the front. And again, inhale, open, and then exhale, up and over to close. 2 more times, breathe in. And circle around to the front. Last time, inhale, and exhale, up and over. All right, let's flip you over to the other side. All right, so legs stacked up. Get your back into a nice long line. And then you're going to breathe in, starting the circle by your ear and back towards the opposite wall. Exhale down to your hip and then forward to the other hand. Inhale for half the circle. Keep pressing your legs down to help stabilize the hips and exhale around to the front. 2 more times. Breathe in. Circle to the hip and forward. Last time. Inhale. And then exhale to return. Let's go the other way. Inhale, take it down to your hip and back into a chest stretch. Exhale up by your ear and around to the front. And again, inhale to your hip and back. And then exhale around to the front. 2 more times. Inhale. And up and over. Last time. Inhale. And exhale around to the front. All right, I want you to flip onto your stomach. Pillow still could be useful if you like it for your head. You can place it under the forehead so you have more space to breathe as we set up. All right, legs are going to be parallel. Arms are in a W shape. We're going to extend your upper back. I want you to start out giving a little pressure into your forearms. As you breathe in, lift your gaze when you begin lifting your head. So you're looking right at the pillow. Pull your shoulder blades back and down and press into the forearms. I want you to stop when you're at the lowest rib. Now you're going to lower back down as you exhale, compressing your abs and releasing the chest, neck, and head. Just try that part alone. Inhale, head and chest lift, shoulder blades draw back and down, and then exhale as you return. One more like that. Breathe in, allow the air to help you lift up, and then exhale, imagine deflating to lower back down. Okay, your lift becomes your starting position. Now you're going to come back down to a hover, but just off the pillow. And at the same time, swing the arms by your sides. Okay, so now I'm in that lower position, but I'm staying off the pillow, so I still have work in the upper back. And then I'm going to come back up into the lift and catch myself on the forearms. So you're going to exhale, drop into that hover, pulling the abs in, arms hugging tight by your sides. Inhale, float up with your breath, catch yourself on the forearms. Exhale, dive down. Inhale up. All right, I'm changing the arms. Now we go to superhero. Exhale, go back to that hover, and you're going to lift your arms and reach them overhead. Inhale, push back up, catch on the forearms. Exhale, dive down to the hover, extend those arms. Inhale, push yourself back up. Exhale, dive it low. And inhale as you lift again. All right, come all the way back down. Now, push your pillow out of the way. Take both of your arms out to the side at shoulder height. And I want you to open your legs so they're about hip width apart and toes turned out. So you're in lateral rotation. We're going to go into the scorpion next. I'm going to have you bend one knee, and you're going to try to bring your foot across to the opposite shoulder. And I'm going to start with it very small, and then you're going to unravel it to extend the leg. So we'll bend the opposite knee, and you're going to create a slight twist to lift your hip and lower back down. Now I'm going to keep alternating. To lift the leg, I'm going to push down into the same side arm, and I want this motion to act like a spiral, where the leg brings the hips into the twist, my arm pressing lets my shoulder and head follow that. And inhale, return. Exhale to bend. Push into the floor and rotate. And unravel back down. And bend and twist. And return. One more to each side. And then elongate. Try to release any tension in the foot. And bend and twist. And inhale to return. From there, go ahead and sit back into a shell stretch. Hips onto your heels, and you're rounding forward. If you're uncomfortable, you could always sit on that to make a little more space for your knees. And then you're going to flex forward and just focus on your breath for a sec. Take an inhale into the back of the body, expanding the ribs. Stay here for an exhale, compressing your abs just a little bit more. One more breath in to stay at the bottom, and then roll up to sitting on your exhale. We're going to stay sitting and go into the half roll back next. I'm going to have you hold on to your cushion. Since you're holding one in your hand, if you wanted to sit on another one to have a little bit of a riser, that would be fine. Sit towards the front half of it so you have space to roll back on it. Okay, knees are bent, little space between your feet. We're going to squeeze onto this like it was a fitness circle in this exercise. Round your upper body forward so you're curled over your knees. Let's take a breath in here. When you exhale, start to curl your hips back, and you're going to round your lower spine down towards the mat. As you inhale, curl forward over your knees. Exhale, roll back, slide your shoulders down, and then inhale, dive forward towards the legs. Roll back, compressing the abs and tucking up your pubic bone. Keep the flexion and stop when you get back to the sit bones. Roll back on your exhale breath. Inhale, curl forward. Now let's add a little more endurance. You're going to roll back. We're going to lift and lower your arms 3 times. Inhale as you lift your arms. Exhale, squeeze the pillow on the way back down. A softer grip as you lift up. Exhale, squeeze and lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Now round your spine forward over your knees. Let's do that one more time. As you exhale, roll your hips back. Now inhale, lift the arms, minimize how much you're shrugging those shoulders. Exhale, squeeze and pull back down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, squeeze and lower. Inhale up, squeeze and lower. Round forward over your legs. When you roll back this time, we're going to change what we're doing. I want you to bring your arms overhead again. This time when you exhale, you're going to rotate to the side and then lower your arms to chest height. Inhale, lift your arms and come to center. Exhale, twist and lower. Inhale to the center. Keep alternating. Exhale, twist. Inhale to middle. Try to maintain the roundness of the lower spine. As you're switching back and forth, the turn's really coming from your chest, neck, and head. One more time. Exhale, rotate. Back to center. Let's take those arms down. Curl over your legs. One more set. Exhale, roll back. Arms overhead. Now do your first twist to the opposite side. You're going to rotate, push down. Inhale, lift the arms and return. Exhale, twist and lower. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate. Back to the middle and twist and center. One more each side. Rotate. Middle and exhale, twist and middle. Take your arms to chest height. Curl forward over your legs and then sit up tall. Straighten out your legs. Round forward again. Let's just take a hamstring stretch. So if you are at the right angle right now, I can place the bottom of my cushion on my toes. I've got a good grip. And when I'm flexed forward, I want to be seeing the knees. If you're having trouble starting on your sit bones, you could bend your knees slightly to rock the pelvis forward more. All right, pick that pillow up. Let's do the roll up. When you exhale, we got to roll down because we're already halfway up. And then you're going to lower your head and you reach your arms overhead about halfway to the floor. Now this is the usual starting position for the exercise. Inhale, arms up above your chest. Exhale, tip your chin down and start to round forward. Reach that pillow just higher than your toes. Inhale, start to roll back your hips. Tuck your tail under. As you exhale, you're going to unravel and reach your arms overhead. Take an inhale, arms up over your chest. Exhale, tip your chin down and start to curl forward. Slide your ribs towards your hips. Maintain your flexion. Get right onto the sit bones. Inhale, roll your hips back. And then exhale to unravel and reach your arms overhead. Take an inhale, arms up. Give your pillow a little squeeze as you're curling forward. Pull the belly button back. Everything else reaches forward in space. Inhale, start to roll back down. And exhale to reach overhead. You're going to do one more. Arms up on your inhale breath. Nod your chin, curl forward, and reach towards your legs. Start to roll back down again. Unravel and reach overhead. All right, bring your arms back up above your chest. We're going to go into a little more ab work from here. So you can start with your knees bent. I want you to rock into an imprint. So you're doing a slight pelvic tilt so your low back's a little bit flatter to the mat. And then lift one leg and then the other up to tabletop position. We're going to start with single leg stretch. So I'd like you to nod your chin, curl up your head and shoulders into a small crunch, and just shift your pillow forward so it's just above your knees. You're going to hold the arms there and start to alternate, reaching out one leg at a time. With your breathing, I want you to take a powerful exhale as you're extending the leg and a quick inhale as the legs switch. Now, for 2 reps, towel. Pillow stays over the knees, and then 2 reps over your head. So I go knees, knees, head, head. Knees, knees, head, head. Next time you're over your head, leave it there. We've got 7, 6, 5, curl up a little higher, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's tuck both knees in, drop your head back down. All right, fold that pillow in half, squish it between your knees or in between your shins. We're going to go into double leg stretch, hands on the sides of your knees. Nod your chin, curl up your head and shoulders again to look at your legs. Take one more breath in. When you exhale, squeeze that pillow, extend both legs, and reach your arms back by your ears. Inhale, circle your arms and tuck your knees back in. Exhale, arms and legs reach away. Inhale, circle and catch. Exhale, reach out. Circle and tuck, and exhale away. Tuck back in. You've got 4 and 3, 2, and one more time. And then back in. All right, head down, pillow out. Stack up both of your cushions. All right, setting this up is a bit of a tricky maneuver if your cushions are really big. You're going to make a bridge, and then you're going to slide your cushions under your pelvis. And then you're going to fix your clues. Okay, so what we want to create, decline, angle, pubic bone to hip bones to ribs to shoulders. And I should be able to do a pelvic tilt on the cushion. You're going to act like you're holding an imprint the whole time, so you've got your pubic bone tilted up. Put your hands inside of the cushion so they don't slide away, and lift your legs up one at a time into tabletop position. All right, we're going to do a little work for your hips. Extend both legs up to the ceiling, and we're going to start with a scissor pattern. When you exhale, you're going to split your legs for a pulse, pulse. Inhale to lift your legs back up. Then the other way, pulse, pulse, and inhale to lift. We'll keep alternating. Reach, reach. Inhale back up. Use the pulsing time to just play around with the quality of your stretch. You're going to the end range, and like you come off of it just enough to try to improve that stretch with the second pulse. Reach, reach. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Inhale back up. Let's do 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Okay, go into the next rep, but without a pulse, and just hold that. Now we're going to add a windmill. I want you to pretend you're holding a really big exercise ball between your feet. We're going to circle the legs out to the side, pausing a little straddle split. Keep circling your leg around until you look like the scissor again. Now do the scissor 2 times. Let's cross your legs once, cross it back again, and now circle your legs the other way. So we'll go out wide to the sides and back to scissor. Cross them once, cross twice. Give me a big exhale as you draw the circle. 2 inhales now. Inhale, scissor. Inhale, scissor. Exhale, circle your legs. scissor for 1 and 2, and exhale, circle around 2 more times. Scissor, scissor, exhale to circle. Last time, scissor, scissor, and circle the legs around. Take both legs back up. All right, bend your legs to tabletop. Now focusing a little bit more on the stabilization of your abs, like you felt in those ab series exercises. Let's do a bend and stretch. When you exhale, reach your legs out straight and point your toes. As you inhale, flex your feet and bend your knees back in. Exhale as you reach away. Inhale to bend. Now when we do this motion, the weight of your legs getting heavier when they're straight is the force we're using to challenge your abs. You can play around with that. If your legs go higher when you reach out, that'll feel lighter on the abs. If you go lower, that's going to feel like more load to hold. Do 2 more times and figure out your best challenge where you can still sense your abs are winning the whole time. Okay, now we're going to add a little. Mic dropped. Okay, definitely hold the cushions for these. This time, I want you to rotate, dropping your legs just a little bit to the left. Now, reach out and try to do your bend and stretch on the same angle while you're twisted. Inhale, bend your knees back in. Exhale, come back to the center. Breathe in, drop your legs to the other side. Can't be a lot, so don't fall off the cushion. Exhale, reach your legs out straight. Bend your knees back in and return to center. So when I twist, I feel like I'm just trying to load one side into the cushion. The other one's got less pressure, but it's not really in the air. Exhale, kick your legs out straight. Inhale, bend your knees, and exhale, come back to center. So I'm creating the twist for my obliques, holding the ribs still but letting the hips twist. Then when I exhale, I'm using my breath to stabilize the trunk as I reach out. Inhale, bend the knees, and then back to center. One more to each side. Drop your legs over. Exhale, kick out. Inhale, bend your knees, and exhale to the center. Inhale, drop over. Exhale, reach away. Bend your knees, and come back to the center. From here, to get you off of the cushion, you can either just slide toward your head and just push it out from under you, or like that, or you can bring your feet down and go back to the bridge to take it out. Okay, let's go the other way on the cushion now. Still in the double stack. You're going to lay face down now, so your pelvis is on the top. And we can lay on a decline now from your hips to your head with your head on your hands. Okay, so I want the cushion to act like a fulcrum similar to the arc barrel, where I'm able to lift and lower my leg because I'm supported on the cushion from the joint. You can move forward so you're a little closer to one side if you can't find that spot. Both legs straight. Let's play around and you can just kind of fuss as you go to find a good spot. When you exhale, compress your abs like you would to hold a plank, and then lift one of your legs up so it continues that little incline of your body. And inhale to lower your leg. Let's try that on the other side. Exhale as you're lifting. Inhale to lower. At this point, I want you to try to keep your legs parallel. So the lifting action should feel similar to the kneeling exercise on your hands and knees we did in your warm-up. And exhale to lift. We've got some involvement from the hamstring and the glute. One more on the other leg. And now let's turn it into both legs lifting and lowering, so twice the load. Exhale, compress your abs and lift your legs. Inhale back down. Now the size of this movement really matters. This is not as high as you can go. I want you to feel the lift, less about the size of it and more about the relationship between the weight of your legs and how you feel in your torso. If you're lifting to the right height, you should be able to feel your abs. Like I said before, like you're holding a plank. As soon as we lift the legs too high, it starts to contract your back muscles. So if that's the dominant force, connect with your breath more and focus on reaching your legs to the wall behind you rather than the ceiling. One more time, exhale to lift, inhale to lower. All right, now we're going to hold them in the up position. And we're going to go back to alternating legs, quicker flutter kick. You're going to inhale for 5 kicks and exhale for 5 kicks. So this is our leg end of the swimming exercise. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Compress those abs a little more. 2 more breaths. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those legs out long and then lower them back down. All right. Now, open your legs about hip width apart. And we're going to go back out to the W arms you used before for the breaststroke prep. And I'm going to let you, or have you, begin with your upper body kind of flopped forward. So you're a little bit extended and saggy, let's say, in your upper body. Okay, press into your forearms and prop yourself back up into a hover position. We're going to lift from here as your base into extension to make a swan dive. So I'm going to have you lift off your elbows and straighten your arms as you extend your upper body. The pubic bone is going to still push down, which causes your hip bones to rise up, and that'll help you extend the spine. Now, when you lower back down, try to release from the abdomen first, then your ribs, then your neck and head. Do that 2 more times. Head and chest lift, slide your shoulder blades down, lift up off the elbows, and then come down into the support of your forearms, and then soften the chest, neck, and head. 1 more time. Inhale, head and chest lift, rise up. If there's still a little bend at your elbows at the top, that is fine. And then ease yourself back down. Let's add rotation to this. Find that same hover position you started in. This time, I want you to just straighten your right elbow. So your upper body will twist and rise up slightly to follow it. Now extend your other elbow and come to that swan dive in the middle. Bend the first elbow and take the forearm back down. And now we're twisted the other way. And then we're going to lower the second forearm and return to the hover. Turn back the way you just came from. I'm going to extend one elbow to rotate and begin lifting. Then the second elbow visiting the middle. Turn to the other side. Place one forearm down and then the other. Let's keep alternating sides. Extend one arm. Drag this out nice and slow. This is also good for your triceps. Turn to the other side, gently tapping that forearm down, and then the second arm. We've got 3 more sets. Turn your head as you extend the first arm. Let's look towards the wall in front of you as you extend the second one. Rotate and look to the other side, and then back to the middle. 1 more each way. Twist, take that first arm up. Press your pubic bone down, come through the middle pose. Rotate, dropping your first arm, and then your second, return to the middle. Last time, turn the head, 1 arm straightens. Rise up through the middle, rotate to the other side, and then back down to the center. From there, sit back into shell stretch, hips onto your heels, and you're going to round your spine. Let's stay here. Take a nice big breath into your back. Hold your pose for an exhale. Compress your abs, release a little tension out of your neck and shoulders. Take 1 more breath in to stay, and then you can roll up into a sitting position. Christian's out of here. We're going to finish up with push-ups today. All right, so standing at one end of your mat, so we can do a roll down. Drop your chin and start to curl towards the floor. Bend your knees on the way down so the spine can flex and you can reach the floor. You're going to walk your hands out to create a plank. You can be knee down, boop, or straight. All right, 3 pulses as you lower yourself into your push-up. Inhale for 3, 2, 1, and then do a smooth exhale to push back up. We'll do that 3 more times. Going deeper, 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 and exhale to lift. Inhale for 3, 2, 1, exhale up. Last time for this set, 2, 3, exhale up. You're going to walk your hands back in, piking your hips up. Bend your knees, get your weight onto your feet, and then roll back up. All right, before you start your second set, just swing your arms a few times. Just get a little movement in the shoulders. A release of tension anywhere you shouldn't have any. All right, let's roll back down again. Drop your chin, curl towards the floor. Let those knees bend so you reach the ground. And then go ahead and walk it out. And then organize yourself so the head, ribs, and hips are in a straight line. Let's pulse down again. 3, 2, 1. Exhale to lift back up. Deeper, deeper. Breathe before you go. Exhale and lift. Inhale, 3. I can't say it and do it. 1. Exhale up. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift. Walk your hands back in. All right, weight on your feet and roll yourself back up. Okay, stand. Do a little balance test before you go. Arms up overhead. Bend your knees a little bit. I really was out of breath trying to talk to you. Lift and lower your heels 3 times. You're going to inhale as you take your heels up and balance on the balls of your feet. Exhale, lower your heels back down. And again, inhale, heels up. Exhale to lower. One more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now, lift them up again. They're going to stay up. Rise up to straight knees. And then take your arms down and release your heels. You're all done. All right, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next week.